My biggest question is if this bridge has had this many accidents and it's been 20 plus years since these things have been occurring, why has nothing been done? It's been well known for decades that this bridge is very slippery, not safe when raining, and just to hear and just be so heartbroken at the number of people that have either been killed or severely injured or have had accidents on this bridge for going back decades, and I really want to know what's being done about it, because I feel like someone should be held responsible for not maintaining the bridge or coming up with a better design to solve this horrible problem. What I remember, I needed to check something on Facebook Marketplace, and so I pulled up Facebook and I saw a live feed, and it had said that police and ambulance are on the bridge. I don't really honestly try to pay attention to the news, but what I did notice was the car. It was like a light blue convertible and it was older, and so there's not a lot of them in the area. I had a friend of mine who was a New Bedford police officer that I called just to see if he was at the accident, to try to get some information to see if it was my brother. And I told her to call St. Luke's because that would be the closest trauma hospital. She called me right back and confirmed that it was Greg, and he was at St. Luke's, and they weren't going to give her any more information, that she needed to go there. So I myself am a nurse, and I unfortunately knew exactly what this meant. He was a man of God. He had a very strong faith. He had been sober for almost about 7 years and really had turned his life around. Just being grateful for getting a second chance on life and trying to pay it forward to others. So, he traveled all over New Bedford-Fairhaven. One of his favorite pastimes was going out to breakfast. And that's kind of when he, would meet with people from Rise or the church. It was rainy that morning. It was very, very humid. A lot of moisture in the air. The grates were very slippery. Even the state trooper admitted to that after the investigation had happened. All he was doing is he was in the left lane, and he went to just change lanes to take the exit, but he happened to change while he was on the grates, changing the lanes. And because of that, when he changed the lanes due to the grates being so slippery, the back end of the car twisted, because it's a very lightweight vehicle, being a convertible, and so the car just turned in the opposite direction, and he was hit head-on instantly by the pickup truck that was coming in the opposite direction. Since the accident, I've heard of so many stories of even going back 20 plus years. It was very humid and raining that day, and these are typical conditions for around here. This isn't something that once in a while happens. There doesn't need to be another life lost due to something that could be potentially solved by engineering. We can't prevent every accident from happening. Car accidents will happen, but adding on the dangerous conditions that this road that's very well traveled, that the local community is well aware of how many issues there are and have been, there has to be a solution, and there should be no excuse for moving forward. Like, what can we do better so that way nobody else is impacted like we were.